people. Now, before I go any further, this is a Mr. MB33 video. I suggest you go check out the entirety of the video. I suggest also when you watch his videos and he starts to describe certain things, I suggest you use your pineal gland, your inner voice. Listen to your inner voice when you're listening to him speak, because he is another complex cell organism that is in denial of its origins. So just so that you know, he is in denial of his origins, another complex cell. So therefore, they're going to always shift the narrative on any subject that gives them an identity that this is home to them, rather this is foreign to them. So here we go, my people. This is a video about the moon and objects that's orbiting the moon. And I already showed you on my camera already the objects that's orbiting the sun, and I showed you the objects that are orbiting the moon. I've shown you this already plenty of times. But however, the thing is that these objects are seemingly to getting bigger, meaning that we're either getting closer to them or they're getting closer to us. Here you go. And the reason why the moon is so bright at night, my people, because it's hiding something. That light is hiding something up there.
On January 28th at 9:05 p.m., they called me and they said, hurry, go out and look at the moon. This is the moon behind some clouds over in the eastern sky. So I put my shoes on, went outside. This is the video that they took when they first noticed what looked like a large object near the moon, similar to what Mandy saw. And I went outside and saw it myself. When they got a chance, they pulled over. My son got out of the car. This is the video that I took. I went outside and started recording this thing as I'm walking down the sidewalk. It seemed to be moving very, very slowly. But as you can clearly see, it has the same similarities as to what Mandy was describing. It appears to be illuminated by the moon. It looks to be pretty good size. It looks to be a little bit bigger than the moon. And then after about 45 minutes or so, it disappeared. This is a video I took. I'm playing it in fast forward for presentation purposes. You can see it over here on the right-hand side of the moon at the 2 o'clock position. This is back to the video that my wife and son took as they were driving down the road. When they first saw it, it was not a cloud. I don't know what this thing was, but it was something highly unusual. Well, check this out. It looks like it's returned, or some version of it has returned. And coming up right here is when my son got out of the car. They stopped the car the first chance they could. He got out and started looking at this thing, and he's not normally drawn to the sky like that, but he was very intrigued by whatever was going on in the sky on the night of January 28th of 2024. And who knows, this thing may have been visible in the sky, at least temporarily. Doesn't seem like it hangs around very long, maybe visible for an hour or less, but they happened to see it. I saw it, and then right here you can clearly see it disappeared. You can see some activity over there in the vicinity of the moon, and then this thing was no longer visible. Well, guess what? It looks like it's returned once again. Here's Mandy's photo that she shared with me. She said the video didn't turn out because it was too dark. Here's the video footage that we got from up here in the Phoenix area, and it does have similarities to what she saw in 2022, about 13 and a half months earlier. You can see the dark feature in the center. Well, check this out. It looks like it may have returned, or a version of it has returned. Video from October 17th of 2024 at 9:24 p.m. Video footage taken by Janet. The moon's over here to the left. Let me back it up just a little bit. That's the moon right there. You can kind of see a partial halo around the moon. She too noticed something in the sky near the moon, or at least in the vicinity of the moon, that has similarities to what we saw, what Mandy saw in southern Arizona. And I'm waiting to hear back from Janet on the exact location of this video, but you can see what looks like a semi-transparent object in the sky, very similar to what we saw out here in Arizona.
Pause, my people. Now, y'all know I've been showing y'all objects around the moon, the sun, and the moon. Pause, matter of fact. Okay, my people, here we go right here. Now, this is my video that I recorded. Like I told you, I always been showing you this, and the moon is too bright, especially when you see it like this. This one you should automatically know there's something up there. So here we go right here.
May 21st at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Philly on the East Coast, my people. I'm just getting off of work, so as you can see clearly, there's nothing on my camera. I mean, damn, it's a pretty clear lens. It's a pretty clear view, right? Pretty. So cool. So let's go look at this. Let's go look at this right here. Let's go look at this object right here. Ooh. Oh, you see that? Wait a minute.
Now, granted, that came up in my camera when I zoomed in. So,
Okay.
but that wasn't what I was originally pointing at. Don't worry about it. I'm ready to get over to it right now, though.
Anyway, let's get back over here to this moon. See the two lens flares to the right? I'm gonna move them up and down.
Two lens
See
flares.
the two lens? I'm moving side to side.
And look at the object.
All right, here we go right here.
Look at the object.
What is the object at the top? Yeah, that is the object right there at the top. See
Hold on, let me.
the stationary?
Okay, here we go right here. The object. Right there. The object. Excuse me, I drew my cursor through it. But you clearly can see that. So I don't want to mess the screen up because you know how they do when I'm doing certain things. So anyway, I've been showed y'all this object. The object is getting bigger because obviously we're getting closer, or it's getting closer to us. Call it whatever you want, my people, but I want you to know that this is quickly, this is going to happen in our lifetime, unless karma comes to you first, unless you're just a dirty, dark entity. That's all that I mean. What I mean by entity, like you're just a dirty, dark species. Like your soul is just, you either have no soul and you're either born with no soul and you're just a spirit being that has been doing all types of dark, inhumane crap. You understand? Or you're a person that have a soul that relinquishes soul to join the complex cell organism in its destruction of our species, ignorantly anyway. So yeah, there you go. So here you go. So I've been showing you this object, and they talk about it look like the Death Star. Well, call it whatever you want. I don't, it is what it is. I know that your sky during the day and at night have multiple large objects above your skies and ships large, and your government can't do nothing about them. And guess what? They pop up on radar, and they show themselves on infrared when our star family chooses to do that. Just so that you know, we pop up and let them see us when we choose to allow that to happen. They don't have it. They don't have the technology to censor or to be able to sense our presence. They don't have that. We control this. Well, anyway, I appreciate everybody that's that's in tune, because we all speak in the cosmos when we're resting in these when these physical vessels are resting, and we have an amazing cosmic talk when these vessels are resting. And then we come down into our rightful place. Some of us I come to Philly. Some people go to Chicago. Some people go to Atlanta. Some people go to the West Coast. We don't remember our conversations that we are having when we leave these bodies at night. You see what I'm saying to you? But we're having some deep conversations because you are waking up. You see past the bull crap. You see the truth. You see that Earth was a school and this was a test. So what do you think that you did? Did you graduate? Or are you going to get left behind and you got to go to summer school?